over Norman for the second game in a row. And for the second game of the season, another sellout crowd. And once again, another big win for OU. Sooner Football 2000 is coming up right now.
Holy cow, it is time for Coach Stoops.
Welcome to Sooner Football 2000 as the Oklahoma Sooners play Arkansas State in Game 2. I'm Bob Berry with head coach Bob Stoops of the University of Oklahoma. Coach, generally you got to be real pleased with the way the team's progressing.
Yes, Bob. It was a good, solid victory. I felt we made improvement from the week before. Offensively, I felt we had a lot more consistency in our throwing, catching, and continued to develop the running game and a strong running performance as well. And defensively, fewer mistakes, fewer missed tackles, and a solid game that way. And our special teams play that we'd hoped would pick up and polish up from the first game was a factor for us in this game, like we feel it should be. And our players really picked up the pace in our special teams and created some big plays.
We have talked earlier before this game about the improvement from Game 1 to Game 2. You did have a considerable amount, didn't you? We
did. Really, in all parts of the game, felt like we did improve. The couple areas I felt that at the end of the game, the penalties,
right.
Far too many, stalled a couple of drives that really poor on our part. We got to be able to handle and play with more discipline and not have the penalties. And our field goals missed a couple easy ones that Tim's better than that, and he's shown consistency,
right.
And we'll count on him to make some of those.
Speaking of Tim Duncan for just a second, confidence is a big factor in a kicker's progress, isn't it? I mean,
it is, and he has a bunch because, again, leading up to this game all through the summer, boy, we feel good about him. He's been consistent, he's been strong, and so I believe he'll be back on track. And the first one that he missed is really close, but he needs to put it through the middle, and he's capable, and I'm sure he'll get back to that.
And, of course, you held their big running back, Jonathan Adams, 47 yards, I believe. That's one of his lowest totals in a long time.
That was certainly a major point for us defensively, was to be able to stop and limit their running game, and felt if we did that we'd be in control of the football game, and that was the case. We really did a solid job versus their run game. Outside of the one run, we got out of position. Running back did a nice job bouncing the ball for a touchdown, but outside of that, through most of the day, they were really solid.
And it was a great birthday party for a certain Bob Stoops. We're going to talk more about that, and we'll have a look at the playback of Sooner Football 2000, OU versus Arkansas State. Stay with us. Well, I don't know whether Coach Stoops feels any older. He doesn't look any older, and looks great, as you see, but it was his birthday on Saturday. Coach, talk about that. I know you don't like to talk about yourself like this because we're here to look at the game, but talk about your birthday. The fans are interested.
Especially 40th birthday, you don't want to talk about a whole lot. So I did receive a fair number of presents with black balloons attached to them from friends around the country and here, but it was fun. It's hard, I guess, to truly enjoy the day until after the football game because you're thinking of everything that you have to do for the game. But I had some time early in the morning with my children and family and wife, and enjoyed the day there with them, or at least the morning. Got prepared for the football game, and then was able to really relax and enjoy about an hour of my birthday after the game. So until midnight. I guess by the time I'm finished with the media, it's about 10:30, 11, and then had a good hour to enjoy it.
Okay, let's roll the tape and have a look at Sooner Football 2000, OU versus Arkansas State. Look at this, Coach. Happy birthday, Coach.
Well, I didn't know they had the signs out there. I didn't see all those, but it was a fun night. A little cooler this evening. It was about 80, 85 degrees, I guess, compared to 105 the week before.
And a sellout crowd again.
Another sellout crowd.
And here's the kickoff as Arkansas State won the toss and deferred. Oklahoma gets the football. And it goes down. Antoine Savage returning, bumps into his own man there. And
not a very good return there, Bob. We one guy away. We had one missed block, and it really fouled that return up. But we're going to go down on a march here, 80 yards, and score right off the bat. A poor throw, and could have been caught, but a tough catch.
2nd and 10. Heupel back to pass again.
Nice catch there by Andre Woolfolk. Goes up on a nice corner route, catches the football, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Nice draw play there. Actually, it's his own play. Handoff to Quentin Griffin. He gets around the corner there for about 7 or 8 yards.
He's actually got about 9 according to the official stats at 2nd and 1.
There's Seth Luttrell punching it up inside and then bounces it, picks up a good 8 or 9 yards again.
Second first down in this drive at the 47.
Here we're going to throw a screen pass, a little swing screen, but not very effective. We need to work on that play a little bit.
That was to Josh Norman. 2nd down 8 from the 45.
Josh does a nice job there scrambling out, avoiding the rush, picking up a few yards.
So it's a 3rd down play and 4 now from the 41 in Arkansas State territory.
Drop the ball in there on a slant route to that's Antoine Savage catching that, gets it upfield for a 1st. Draw play there to Quentin Griffin. Another nice run.
Picked up 9 on the play, so it's 2nd and 1 from the Arkansas State 22 on this beautiful drive.
Zone play now to Quentin. We need to try and get that upfield there.
3rd and 1 from the 22.
Josh couldn't resist. There's a big hole inside. He just thought he'd keep the ball and pick up a couple, 3 yards for the 1st. Here we run a boot pass, get pressured, and have to throw the ball in the dirt.
It was intended for Ronaldo Works. 2nd down and 10 from the 20. Watch this now.
Good protection. There's a lot of time. Avoids the rush. And there's Andre Woolfolk working himself open and getting the ball down close.
We're going to see that again. It's complete to Woolfolk for 15 yards and still another 1st down.
Really, Josh could have sat there a while longer. He just bought himself, I guess, a little more time by getting out of the pocket, and Andre does a nice job finding a hole on the scramble.
Threw across his body, which is tough to do. It shows you how good Heupel is. 1st and goal at the 5.
Zone play up inside. Seth Luttrell bounces it and gets 3 yards.
So it's 2nd down and goal from the 2.
Another zone play. He pushes it in real close. He gets it right to the goal line.
And 3rd and goal from the 1. Great
Josh,
second effort.
Keeps pushing, and the line keeps surging, and we get the ball in the end zone.
Well, that was a great drive. 15 plays, 80 yards, and Tim Duncan knocks through the extra point at 7-0 Sooner. That was absolutely a great drive, Coach.
Really good way to start the game. Come out and take an 80-yard drive. Took a bunch of minutes off the clock. I think it was 15 plays. So it was a well-executed drive.
Yeah, it took 5:35 off the clock. There's the kickoff, touchback, and so it's 1st and 10 at the 20 as Cleo Lemons back to pass.
They drop back, throw a little delay to the back, out of the backfield, and he picks up a few yards.
After a penalty, 1st and 10 at the 31 for Arkansas State.
We had an offsides, I guess it was a penalty, and they throw a quick pass right there. It was defended pretty well.
Pick it up now, 3rd and 11 at the Arkansas 30-yard line.
Here we blitz Kalmus off the corner, and they throw a quick swing pass, which is covered well by Torrance Marshall. Good play.
See a replay of that, Coach.
Good pressure up the inside by Rocky. Almost tips the ball, and good coverage out there by Torrance, and a good open field tackle.
Jaquise Walker, number 39 there, big old guy, big fullback. 4th and 12 at the Arkansas State 29. Andy Shadley, second-string quarterback, is also their punter, puts it in the air.
Doesn't hit that one very well. Kind of shanked it out of bounds and didn't have much of a chance for a return there.
46-yard punt. 1st and 10 Sooners at the 25.
Another screen pass that's defended well and not executed very well on our part.
That was Josh Norman making the catch. 2nd down 8 after a 2-yard pickup. The Oklahoma 27.
Run the zone play there to Quentin. He pops it up inside for about 12 or 13 yards.
Boy, he's quick. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Same zone play, bent back this time, gets another 10 or 12 yards. Good blocking up front and good vision by Quentin finding the hole.
2nd down, a couple of yards to go for the 1st down.
Now we take it outside, and Quentin does a nice job. There's good blocking out on the perimeter there by Trent, and Quentin gets up inside for a good number of yards.
So it's a 1st down at the Arkansas State 45, and look at this.
Nice throw downfield there to Curtis Fagan. See it again here. Good protection. See what Josh is looking at. Sees Curtis come open and Josh throws a better ball than that, but he puts it right where he needs to. Good touch and drops it in between two defenders.
Great camera work, too, by our cameraman. 1st and 10, the Arkansas 11.
Swing pass there to Ronaldo works. That was Josh's outlet right there. He couldn't find anything downfield, so he gets it to him.
2nd and 7.
Zone play again. Ronaldo goes a little too wide on that one, and they catch him.
3rd down 6 at the Arkansas State 7.
Thought we were going to get that one in. Quentin usually catches that, drop the ball.
So it's 4th and 6, and here's a field goal.
It's a field goal that Tim just pulled a little bit. He's off that hash and down that close. He needs to put that ball through the middle. He's capable.
Arkansas State, after the missed field goal, takes over from the 20, and that's Jonathan Adams for a yard gain, Coach.
Good, strong defense, though. 1 yard gain, and good support there from the secondary with J.T. Thatcher and Derek Strait. Here they try a swing pass that they incomplete.
3rd and 9 at the Arkansas State 21.
Here we've got a blitz on. They throw a quick screen. Defended well. Derek Strait making the tackle, and Dan Cody out there helping him.
So it's 4th and 7.
Here we're going to have
Arkansas
a great
State back
punt
in punt
return.
formation. Snap is on the money to Shatley.
We have everyone blocking really well.
This time a better kick. J.T. Thatcher takes it the 34-yard line, Sooner territory, to the 40, 50, 45, to the 40, 35, may go all the way, 30, 25, 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Oklahoma. J.T. Thatcher goes 46 yards for the touchdown. Make that 66 yards for the touchdown. And we're going to see a couple of replays of that, Coach.
Let's watch a couple of blocks here. Watch Ante Jones, number 11, as you get downfield, and Jeremy Hess, number 85, right in the middle of the screen. JT does a nice job getting the ball vertical. Actually, that's Brandon Everett getting blocked, but there's Jeremy Hess, and you can't see Ante's block. Ante knocked his guy right out of the screen and created a great seam up inside, and JT brings it up the alley.
We're going to see another replay. 66 yards, J.T. Thatcher. He set some records, really, with his returning.
JT has an excellent knack of finding the hole up inside, making people miss them. Nice move right there. The punter jumped into a hole he wanted to go into, so he bounced it outside and got it in the end zone. Good play.
Terrific, and the Sooners lead 13-0, and Tim Duncan's extra point coming up at the south end zone.
You watch all Tim's extra points were solid, and he is an excellent kicker. He just was a little bit, just had a few bad kicks there the other night.
Here comes the kickoff. Tim Duncan kicking into that breeze, and Hickenbotham makes the return for Arkansas State.
Here they find a little seam. We had a few guys get knocked down, and they get the ball out further than we're used to. They get the ball out to the 35.
We pick it up 3rd and 16 from the Arkansas State 31.
Good coverage downfield, had nowhere to go to. He dumps it off to his back, short of the first down, and force a punt.
So it's 4th and 6 from the 41.
Good hold up. You see everyone holding their people up at the line of scrimmage, and JT's going to get the ball upfield for another good return. Makes the guy miss, steps over another guy, and look at how good, strong runner. Once people start to hit him, he forces it up in there.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma leads Arkansas State 14-0. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more.
Sooner Football 2000.
As we start the second quarter, the Sooners had it 3rd and goal at the Arkansas State 26.
We had a few penalties, Bob, that backed us up to 3rd and 26, but nice executed corner out there to Damian Mackey, and Josh puts the ball in the money and punches it in.
And we see a replay of it here. Good spiral, Coach, right there.
Nice ball. Damian does a great job getting it in because he had to. It's 3rd down and goal.
And so the Sooners score on the first play of the second quarter, and Tim Duncan, this time at the north end zone, knocks through the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Oklahoma leads over Arkansas State. We pick it up after the kickoff, 1st and 10 at the 20. I formation.
There they go, trying to hand off a lead up inside, and really well defended. They lose a few yards.
2nd and 12.
Trying to power the ball, and that's Jonathan Adams. Really played well inside. I think that's Ryan Fisher in there making the play.
2nd down 12 from the 18.
Got a blitz on right there, and quick pressure. Gets the ball out nice, though, and they complete an out route. Derek Strait closes on it well.
3rd down 5 from the Arkansas State 25.
They do a nice job working away from the blitz and throwing the ball over the middle for a few yards.
First and 20 at the Arkansas State 22.
I guess they called holding on that
They did,
play.
penalty. That's after penalty.
Backed it up, and there's good pressure, good sack there by Roger Steffen coming in and making it.
So it's second and 20 from the 22.
Toss sweep. They're there and miss a tackle. It creates a few extra yards. Great tackle there by Ante Jones. Good, solid hit, but more yards than you want to give up.
Third and 7.
Blitzing Rocky Kalmus there. He beats the running back, but they find the crossing route, I believe, just for enough for a first down. Or actually, they're a little bit short.
It's 4th down and 6, so back to kick is Shatley. Guess who's waiting for it?
Again, J.T. Thatcher going to have a nice return. Up inside, and then he sees the hole outside and bounces it, and outruns a few people up the boundary.
He's fun to watch.
He is, and the punter makes a nice play there to keep it from going all the way. Watch the blocking, though. This is a good angle to see all the guys hustling to hold up. They had a lot better effort on their special teams this week, and that makes all of us coaches feel better. Good blocking right there. You see everyone picking their guys up, hustling to stay with them. Ball's supposed to stay up inside, but he saw the hole outside and bounced it. Josh Norman there blocking his man all the way downfield.
And so it's 1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 41.
Great field position. We run a screen pass there to Quentin, makes a guy miss him, up the boundary for about 18, 19 yards.
Let's see a replay of it, Coach.
See, as we're looking downfield, slip Quentin out, get a blocker out in front of him. Mike Skinner misses his block, but at least he keeps going and picks off another guy.
So it's 1st down Sooners, but they lost 5 on 1st down. We pick it up 2nd down 15 at the Arkansas State 26.
Quick handoff there to Curtis Fagan. Trying bouncing around the corner. He gets a few yards.
Got 7. 3rd and 8 from the 19.
Good protection. He has all day to throw. Waving a few people in, and Andre Woolfolk was sitting wide open down in the end zone. He finally saw him.
See a couple of replays of this, Coach.
You could see him at the top of your screen there. That safety runs out of the picture, and there's the Woolfolk sitting there. Andre sitting there in the window, and Josh sneaks it in there between a couple of people. The protection really allowed him to find him. He was looking elsewhere and has all day to throw the football and gets it in for a touch.
Well, that's terrific. And the Sooners now will make it 28-0 as the extra point is knocked through successfully. That was 4 plays, 41 yards, and took a minute 33 off the clock. Arkansas State 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line after the kickoff.
Here they are in a 2 tight end, 1 back set, trying zone play up inside. Again, good run defense. See it again. Good penetration by the D-line and Roger Steffen, and not sure who's that.
Ryan Fisher.
Ryan Fisher again up inside.
2nd down 14 from the Arkansas State 16.
Run a quick pass, and Michael Thompson closes on it well, and that's Brandon Everidge helping him clean the play up.
3rd and 9 from the 21.
Here, they work away from our coverage. We had 2 guys over the top and underneath, and the quarterback does a nice job throwing a nice ball and picks up the first down.
That was to Mark Hamilton, and 1st and 10 at the 47.
Screen play up inside, picks up about 5 or 6.
That was to Danny Smith out of the backfield. 2nd and 5 from the 48 in Sooner territory.
There's a reverse. We got a couple of people knocked off their block, and picks up a yard maybe.
So it's 2nd down 10 from the 47.
They had a penalty
They had a
on
penalty,
that.
right, absolutely. Illegal procedure.
There they dumped the ball up inside. We got on a blitz, and they just dunked it to the guy for about 5 or 6.
From the Oklahoma 47, then 3rd and 4.
Nice job on a slant route. We're just a little bit off in our coverage. We're close, but they throw a nice ball. Good throw and catch on their part.
To Kilo, and then Danny Smith.
Right here, he's going to bounce around our end, and that's poor run defense on our part. And good job by their back of finding the hole and creating a big play for him.
Nick Gatto will knock through the extra point, and it's 28-7. No further scoring, and the end of the first half, the Sooners led by that margin, 28-7. We'll be right back. It is halftime at Owen Field Saturday night last as the Sooners led 28-7. Coach, you had to be pleased with the offense. They really moved well in that first half, and the defense too, for that matter.
Yeah, they did. Everything was really pretty solid for the most part that first half. Outside of the missed field goal, outside of that, solid offensively, defensively solid to that last drive. Although they executed some nice plays on their part, and I want to give them credit. They did. They made a few plays when they had to on 3rd down, And I'd like to see us play a little better, and we shouldn't give up that long run. We got out of position there, and their back did a nice job, to his credit, of finding the hole and creating a big play for them.
You started off the game 80 yards, that terrific drive. That's exactly the way you want to start it.
It is, and that's what you want, to seize the momentum right off the bat. It felt really good about that we were able to run and throw, in that series. And
about balanced, by the way, if I can interrupt you. 39 yards rushing and 41 passing, I think, on that drive.
And that way, I think sometimes I can keep the defense off balance, and didn't have any penalties in that drive, and just able to execute, and that's what you want to do coming out.
Let's have a look at the halftime statistics, Coach, and you can comment on these. These are the halftime stats in the game. Sooners leading 28-7. First downs, OU had 16-6. Rushing yards, 87-59. Passing yards, 207. 16 of 22, one interception, and they had 14 of 19 for 108. Total offense, 167, 294.
Really, everything there is okay. Outside of, to me, just the one long run, we'd like to be better than that, and then the rest of it you can have, the statistics-wise.
Here are some other stats, Coach, you might comment on. Punt returns, 3 for 136 yards.
That's a big factor. It's a lot of yards that don't go into offense or defense, or that are there, and that's field position and points.
Time of possession was about even. So the statistics rather reveal about what has happened. 28-7 at the half.
That's right, and again, just felt good about all of it outside of that last run and then the missed field goal. But we felt good in that we'd come back the second half and play 4 quarters and play better in the second half.
Is that what you told your team, that to keep the momentum going and so forth?
Absolutely. That we came to, we're here to play 60 minutes of football. I didn't feel still that we played to our potential in that first 30 minutes, and we needed to pick it up here in the second half and finish the game strong.
And no injuries either in that first half, were there, to speak of?
No, and we really came out for the whole day really in excellent shape.
Let's go now to the second half, third period, after this break. As we begin the third quarter, Arkansas State had the choice. You'll remember they deferred after winning the toss and the kickoff. Tim Duncan goes down and in and out of the end zone. First and 10 at the 20 for Arkansas State.
Nice kick to start the second half there by Tim. He started off with a quick pass there that's defended well. Throws the ball out of bounds. Here's a power up inside. Again, missed tackle initially, and there's J.T. Thatcher then running him down.
3rd and 3.
Boot pass. Covered well, and good pressure there, and that's Corey Heineke knocking the ball down.
So it's 4th and 3 at the Arkansas State 27, and Andy Shatley punts 36 yards.
Punts it right up the middle. Again, JT makes the first guy miss him, and then bounces it. Picks up about 9 or 10.
1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 49 for the Sooners.
Again, excellent field position. Nice job by Quentin there, bouncing the ball, picks up 3 or 4 yards.
Pass out in the flat.
Good screen pass, well executed. Good blocking out there by Andre Woolfolk, and Antoine Savage gets it up the middle there for about 10.
From the 35-yard line, it's 3rd down 11 as we pick it up here.
Pick up a blitz, allow it to leak through, though, and Josh gets away with a poor throw there. Defensive back had it read all the way.
So it's 3rd and 11 again.
Again, we pick up their pressure and throw a nice ball down the middle. Great catch there by Andre Woolfolk, and a nice soft pass by Josh. 2 replays on this amazing catch. There's us picking up the blitz. Josh delivering the ball nice and soft down the middle, and a great catch there, one-handed catch there by Andre Woolfolk.
Once more. Well, this is a good angle to look at it. Look at this.
Good throw, excellent catch, good concentration by Wolf.
That was 5 plays, 49 yards, took 2:06 off the clock. Here's the extra point by Tim Duncan, and it's 35-7. Sooners lead Arkansas State. So they started the game with a drive and then start the third period with a drive. Here's the kickoff. Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, Jimmy. We got Jimmy in there to kick a few, and he hit that one deep, about 5-6 yards in the end zone. Good coverage. Matt McCoy there making the tackle on the 18-19-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 19.
Good solid run defense. They try and punch it up hard inside, and Torrance Marshall there to meet him.
2nd and 9. That's Robert Kilo, their fine receiver, catching that one.
Throw a play-action pass just for a few yards. I think they had another penalty on
They
that.
did, so it's now 3rd and 9 at the 20.
Good pressure, but we missed the sack and allows them a few extra steps to get away, and receiver works away from coverage.
Hickenbotham really got hit hard by Ante Jones. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Pressure there, force a quick throw that there's Roy Williams there right on the spot, no gain.
Actually, 2nd and 11 from the 29, lost a yard on the pass.
Poor coverage there. One of our linebackers gets out of position and creates a hole inside for an easy pass for him.
1st and 10 at the 45. Jaquise Walker.
Run a lead draw there that's defended well.
Coach, they really close in quickly on this.
It's a nice job there initially by Corey Callens, and then got several guys there now meet him in the hole and close it up quick.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Play action pass. Receiver crosses the middle and works his way open. Couple missed tackles, and that's too many yards on a short throw.
Thatcher tackles Kilo. 1st and 10 at the 31 in Oklahoma's territory.
Lead up inside. Picks up 5 or 6. Roy Williams makes a tackle.
That was Danny Smith. 2nd and 4 at the Oklahoma 25.
Play action pass. Andre Wolfo guarding the corner right there.
3rd and, excuse me.
Two-way player there. Good pressure there. We've got Torrance Marshall on a blitz that strips the quarterback, and unfortunately they get the ball back. But good pressure up inside, strips the football, and one of their running back picks it up and tries to get a little bit.
So it's 4th and 8 from the Oklahoma 29.
Good solid coverage there by Ante Jones in the middle and throws the ball into the dirt.
So that runs them out of downs. So the Sooners take over the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Nice pass there, and nice catch by Trent Smith. He had good coverage, but we stuck it in there.
Penalty moves the Sooners back at 2nd and 7 from the 32.
Throw that swing screen again. That really doesn't result in any yards.
3rd and 12 from the 27.
Throw a screen pass. It gets some yards, but it's hard to get 12, and so anyway, we're forced to punt.
This was the only punt of the game for the Sooners.
And Tim hit it well, I tell you. Jeff hit it well. Jeff really boomed this and heck, drove it right out of the end zone.
66 yards into the end zone. Arkansas State takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
They run a draw play that's there's Dan Cody closing on it, and Torrance Marshall up inside also.
2nd down 8.
Play action pass. They're throwing out right there. Derek Strait misses the tackle, and then Roy Williams misses the tackle, but that's Torrance Marshall hustling downfield to make it.
That brings up a 1st and 10 at the 44.
Another play action pass, try another out route, and J.T. Thatcher picks it off. Excellent read on his part, and get another look at it here. Play action. J.T. sees it, feels it, gets out in the window he's looking at, tips it to himself, and an excellent play.
You can see that once more. J.T. Thatcher from Norman having quite a game here.
There you see the quarterback's reading. Thought he had to. Really, Derek Strait's in excellent position as well, and J.T. just cuts underneath the ball.
1st and 10 Sooners at the Arkansas State 46.
Another draw play there to Ronaldo Works.
2nd and 8 from the Arkansas State 44.
Drop back pass, catch a crossing route there, and that's Lance Donnelly, one of our freshmen, catching the football.
1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 33. We see a replay here.
Again, nice catch there by Lance Donnelly.
He's got good hands, doesn't he?
He does, excellent hands. Lead play up inside, Ronaldo Works, bounces it, gets 6 yards, I believe.
Well, that was the end of the 3rd quarter, 35-7. The Sooners are on top. What did you think at this point, Coach? Everything going pretty well, right?
Yes, we had a good drive going there, so feel good about the way it's going at this point. Just want to finish this drive off.
And, of course, the play of J.T. Thatcher, not only in his returning, but his defensive play was did real well.
Excellent. Really a good read on his part, picking up the interception, cutting out underneath the out route and making a big play.
Okay, 4th quarter coming up.
We'll be back with more Sooner Football 2000.
As we pick it up in the 4th quarter, the Sooners have possession of the football. And back to pass the ball is Heupel on a 3rd and 21 from the Arkansas State 44.
You throw the ball down the middle there, and really it's a good pickup and sets up a good field goal try.
After a penalty, the field goal try goes awry, however.
Yeah, Tim didn't hit that as well as he normally does, so they get the ball first and 10.
And the penalty moves them back to the 25, where we pick it up first and 15. That was a 3-yard gain there, second and 12.
We'll run a power play off tackle, get 5-6 yards.
So 3rd and 6 from the Arkansas State 34.
Drop back. Nice twist. Got good coverage, and we get a deflection there. See as we got it. We have a twist coming around, and Ryan Fisher, I believe. No, that's Corey Heineke tips the ball and forces a punt.
He had 2 tips in the game, I believe. 4th and 6 at the 34, and Shatley's punt goes 41 yards and goes out of bounds. Sooners 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 25, and some fireworks happen right here.
Toss play, good blocking out on the perimeter. Ronaldo splits the defense, really just outruns them up the boundary, and then makes a great cut back inside to take it all the way.
Look at that speed.
Really exciting runner and powerful runner. Really a big play there by Ronaldo.
That was a great 75-yard run for a touchdown for Ronaldo Works.
Get a good look at the blocking here out in front of him. There's Trent Smith out there and big Frank Romero, I believe, and there's Ronaldo right there. You know, as he popped through the secondary, just outran a few people, and then right here he cuts back against the grain and takes it the distance.
Ronaldo Works from Booker T. Washington in Tulsa. I think we're going to see a replay, also another one from the high camera this time.
This is a better view to see the blocking. Good blocking out there. That's really solid blocking out front. Everybody's hustling, moving their people. I think that was Scott Kempenick out there on the right side.
Works has power and moves and speed. He's
really good vision to cut that ball back, and you saw the whole field out there if he could just get across, and he did, and makes a big play.
Tim Duncan in the game now to continue his perfect record as far as extra points. Makes it 42-7. Oklahoma leads Arkansas State. Jimmy Stewart put it in the end zone. Arkansas State starts 1st and 10 from the 6.
They tried to bring it out, and we stopped them, you know, on the 15. Plus, they had a block in the back that backed them up there, and we're going to hold them down here. A couple of run plays. Nice play there by Rocky Kalmus.
Replay on this.
Here they try a trap up inside and defended well.
Keith Walker there, their big fullback, but he gets nowhere.
Nice job there by Torrance stepping up. And that's Ramon Richardson inside also defending it well.
3rd and 12 from the Arkansas State 4. Well, another great job defensively, Coach.
Good solid tackling. Torrance Marshall, you're going to see we blitz Rocky Kalmus off the corner trying to get a safety, and but Torrance Marshall comes up and makes a good solid tackle.
And runs him out of downs. 4th and 11 from the 5, and Andy Shatley is back to punt the ball. Goes out of bounds, taking a straight kick into the bench of Arkansas State.
I think they started trying to kick away from JT.
I believe they did.
Here we run a quick handoff there to Josh Norman. Good strong running around the corner.
It was an 8-yard pickup on a 1st and 10. 2nd and 2 at the 29.
Another zone play there to Quentin Griffin.
Lost a couple. 3rd and 4 from the Arkansas State 31.
Drop back. Catch Antoine Savage right there, right over the middle for the first down.
See that one again.
Solid pass protection. Josh goes to his 3rd read. Dumps the ball inside, and he picks up the first. That's Antoine getting the ball up for the first down.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 24.
Zone play again. Ronaldo bends it back. Punches the ball up inside for about 8.
I want to see that again, Coach. That guy is really something.
Nice
Jumping
job
over
hurdling one guy and getting the ball upfield.
Pickup of 7. 2nd and 3 at the Arkansas State 17.
Another zone play that picks up a few yards.
3rd and 1 to 15.
Josh sneaks it.
1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 13.
Another zone play. Ronaldo bounces the ball outside and picks up another 6 or 7 yards.
You know, Jarvis Smith doing a good job blocking for you.
He is. Good job picking his guy off.
2nd down and 3 at the Arkansas State 6.
That's a poor job on our part up front. We allow a guy to penetrate through and foul the play up.
3rd and 6 from the 9-yard line.
Try a corner route that we're close to catching. That's Lance Donnelly, almost contest for it, but not able to get it.
Tim Duncan, 26-yard field goal attempt. He'd missed 2 earlier. This one goes right through, and it's 45-7. The Sooners are on top. Jimmy Stewart will be in the game to kick off. 23 there.
Jimmy hits the ball really pretty well, hits it to the goal line, into the wind. And again, they catch a little bit of a seam to get the ball out to the 26. Good run defense. They just try a zone play. That's Ramon Richardson, I believe, making the play.
Once again, Jaquise Walker on the carry.
See Ramon pop through right there and get a hold of him. 91. Gets a lot of help from his buddies.
2nd down 11. This is Shatley now at quarterback.
They run a boot play. And Brandon Everidge had good coverage for a while. Receiver eventually worked away from him.
3rd and 3. That's Kilo in motion.
Here they try a fade route and really defended well by Ante Jones.
Going to see a replay on that, Coach.
Got Ante out there at corner and got his guy covered very well. Turns, tries to find a football, and incomplete.
So it's 4th and 3, and Andy Shatley, who is their 2nd-string quarterback in there, also is their punter, and he kicks it to J.T. Thatcher.
J.T. might get another one, but we need to block that gunner out there a little bit better. He's the one that came down, the guy out there on the edge, and forced a quick tackle.
No further scoring in the game. The Sooners had a 45-7 victory. Well, the Arkansas State team did complete a few passes down the middle there, Coach, which seemed to adjust well after that, and really there was no doubt who was going to win the ball game.
Well, we pretty much had it in control. We got out of position on a couple of plays, and we'll work on correcting that. And to their credit, they're a good enough football team that they saw the mistakes and took advantage of them in a few situations. But overall, again, I felt like we made some good progress as a team, and we'll need to. And hopefully we'll continue to do that here as we go through the season. One
thing I want to mention, there were several records set. Damian Mackey has caught a pass in every game he's played as a Sooner. This was his 14th consecutive game to catch a pass.
Damian's a very consistent and solid receiver, without question, works hard, and is becoming more of a factor even on all our special teams as well. So we're looking for Damian to continue to improve and be a factor for us.
And I know Coach Cale Gundy won't like this, but Josh Heupel tied his career touchdown passes, 35. And he's broken the record for a number of 200 yards plus passing and the number of 300 yards plus passing for Josh Heupel.
Well, hopefully Josh will just continue to improve and set records, and because as he does, we're obviously doing some things well, and we're not after records, but more after wins. But certainly that's fine too as they come, and I'm sure Coach Gundy won't mind.
Coach Stoops, though, Heupel, I think, really was on more, if you want to use that term, than he was the first game, wasn't he?
I think Josh calmed down and was very consistent in this game and relaxed a little bit more and got back into his normal rhythm. Wasn't too far off in the first game, and really, if you take away the drops that our receivers and backs and tight ends had, I don't know if anyone would have noticed a few balls that he had that were off, but really, I think as an offense, we were much more consistent in this game.
I do want to mention you got to use a lot of the young players there in the last few minutes of the game, too. That was good.
Well, all those guys are contributing, going to play a lot for us this year. We're playing a number of freshmen, and that's good. They're good players, and we need to continue to develop them and get them experience.
I know at one time you had both backs and all wide receivers were all first-year players. That was
well, that's something you don't pay attention to. We don't do that on purpose, but again, just trying to work our players in there, get experience, and develop them, bring them along, because again, they're going to have to be a factor as the year goes.
Well, that's terrific, and Ronaldo Works had a great game as well. We have a lot more. We're going to talk about the off week and about the Rice game coming up. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching Crimson Classics. For more games, shows, and classic content, go to Soonersports.tv/classics.
Now it's time for the Big Time Sports Apparel Player of the Week. It's when we pick the Sooner that typified the big-time attitude to dig down deeper. This week's big-time sports player is J.T. Thatcher. 5 punt returns for 160 yards and a touchdown. Congratulations, J.T. You are the big-time player of the week. When you wear big time, dig down deeper.
The Sooners have a week off as far as no game is concerned. Certainly it's not a week off, though, is it, Coach?
No, you don't have any of those during the season. But what we will do is we'll sit back as coaches and as a team and be very critical of our play in the first 2 games. Get a plan to improve, find certain areas that we need improvement, need work, and where we've been deficient. And really spend the first part of the week, Monday and Tuesday, working on the problems, trying to correct mistakes, polish things up, and just trying to improve as a team, in those first couple of days.
Let me ask you this. How do you go about this, Coach? You just point out the mistakes, or the players come in and you point things out, you counsel with them? Or what?
In our meetings, we watch videotape of we'll watch the game we just played against Arkansas State. We'll even pull out the UTEP game and let's sit here and analyze where we're poor, what we need to do better, and be very critical that way, and try the first part of the week, Monday and Tuesday, to correct on those mistakes and polish up our offense, defense, special teams. And then we'll use the later part of the week, Friday, Saturday, to begin our Rice preparation. It's a triple option team. Much different for our defense going against their offense than anything else we'll see the rest of the year. So it'll take a few extra days to prepare for them, to get used to it. But so that's how we'll go. We'll spend the later part of the week working on.
What pleases you the most about your team through the first 2 ball games?
I liked the way we improved in the second game, and though there wasn't a lot of hype for the game, there wasn't a great deal of excitement leading into the game, but our players were very businesslike. They were prepared to play. We've made improvement from the game before. That's a plus. It shows some maturity on your team's part to be able to come back and play again and to improve their play. And I'm just hopeful that as we go through the season, we'll get better as we go.
Just a quick comment about Rice. You mentioned they're a triple option team, so it's quite different. But they do throw the ball some, don't they?
Sure. All option teams try and fool you with some option and sneak people behind you and throw it some. But for the most part, they make their living on running the triple option out of various sets. With 3 backs, wishbone to slots and motioning them, and so it is much different than anything else we'll see.
Coach, congratulations on the 2 wins. Look forward to the Rice game. I want to remind you we'll be back in 2 weeks with Sooner Football 2000. So long, everyone.